Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you are welcome. My name is Anita Phone, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified each and every time I upload a new tutorial to my channel. If you're a old member, you are welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you on how to sew this mermaid dress. I already have a tutorial on how to draft this pattern, so if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. First thing I'm doing here is to go ahead and I'll be pinning up my dart just like this. I'll continue pinning it. I'm also going to do the same thing to the back piece. Once we're done doing so, we're going to take it to the machine. I will be stitching that up. After which we're done stitching it, I'm going to take it to my ironing board. I'll press that to lay everything flat. So when I'm done doing so, this is what it looked like. I went ahead and pressed it flat. Next thing I'm going to do is I'll go ahead now to join the sides seam facing each other. I'll place the right side facing each other, and I'm going to go ahead and join them up and pin. After doing this, so I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side. Then the next thing I will do is to go ahead now. I'll be pinning up the back as well. Once I'm done doing so, I'll just take it to my machine. I'm going to stitch 1 inch away. When I'm done doing so, this is what it looks like, and I'm going to go ahead to zigzag that. If you have an overlock machine, you go ahead and overlock it, trim off the excess that you don't want, and go ahead and overlock that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be joining up my top. Like I said, I already have a tutorial on my channel on how to draft this pattern, so please go ahead and check it out. I'll just pick number 1, the center front, and this side front. I'm going to pin them up together. Next thing I'm going to do is I'll go ahead now. After pinning the side front to it, I'll pick the center side back, and I'm going to pin it up to the center. I'll pin it up to this to the center front. Then I'll pick number 4, that's the center back. I'm going to pin that up. Once I'm done pinning that up, next thing I'm going to do is I'll also go ahead to pin my lining just as the same, and we'll take it to the machine. I'm going to be stitching 3/4 inch away. When I'm done doing so, I'll just go ahead and press that up to lay it flat. So you can see after pressing it up, next thing I did was to go ahead now, just stitch that on top, but I'll be showing you on how to do this. So you're just going to flip this like this, you stitch it. This way we'll be able to create our boning casing. If you want to add boning to it, you have to do so. If not, just go ahead and press it flat. When I'm done doing so, we'll go ahead now. I will take my boning, I'll be cutting it 1 inch shorter than what I have. For example, if you measure it up is 17 inch, you go ahead and cut it at 16 inch, because you need ½ inch to the top to stitch it and ½ inch at the downer part to join the main piece and the lining together. Once I'm done doing so, I'll just go ahead now. I'm going to install this inside like this. And I'm going to continue doing the same thing till I get to all of it. Look at the way I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it about 1 inch shorter. Go ahead and put it inside. You can burn the edges. You have to burn the edges for it not to be hard, okay, for it to be smooth. Go ahead and put it inside like that, in that boning casing that we create. Just so when I was done adding my boning to it, I went ahead to press it, but I realized that the color was a bit changed, so I didn't like it. So this piece here that has boning is going to go in for my lining, while the one that does not have boning is going to serve for my main piece. I'll just go ahead, place right side facing each other. I'm going to go ahead now and pin that up. Once we're done pinning it up, we'll take it to the machine and we're going to stitch ½ inch away. I'm going to stitch that up, but take note that what I did was to go ahead and pin the top part of the top, okay, and then the downer part of it, we're going to leave it up like that. Take your time, go through it a bit by bit. Once I'm done pinning, I'll just go ahead and trim all the excess that I don't need. When I'm done trimming it up, I'll just go ahead now. I'll be joining it to the skirt. You just notch the center of your top and the center of your skirt. Then you go ahead and join the center together, and you're going to pin that up. Once I'm done pinning it and I'm sure everything is good, then I'm going to take it to the machine. I will stitch 3/4 inch away. At this point, you want to make sure that all the darks, they are actually matching each other. All right, they should be at the same line. I went ahead and trim all the excess, then I zigzag it like you can see. If you have an overlock machine, just go ahead and use it up. This is what it's looking like. It's so beautiful. I haven't pressed it out yet, but it is very beautiful. Now we're just going to go ahead now. We'll be pinning up the back of the dress. Once I'm done pinning, what I will do now is to take my zipper. I'll just place it on top like this. You will mark where the zipper is going to be stopping from. Then I'll just go ahead and measure it like this. I'll be adding up 1/4 of my balls, 1/4 of my underballs, because I really want it to fit on my body perfectly. Then I'll just go ahead and continue marking it all the way straight down. After doing so, I'll just take it to the machine and I'm going to stitch. And take note that if you're using a fabric that is a bit stretchy, okay, you have to use a special needle for this like a needle for stretchy fabric. going to end, I will back stitch there. Okay, back stitch twice. Then I'll just go ahead and press it up. When you press it, there will be a line there. Okay, so that line is going to be our guideline for pinning the zipper to it. I'm using an invisible zip to it. So what I did, I'm going to go ahead, I'll be placing my right side of my fabric facing the right side of my zipper. Then I'll just go ahead and pin it up like this. Once I'm done pinning, I'll take it to my machine. I'm going to stitch that up. I'll be using my invisible sewing machine foot for this. Once I'm done stitching, this is what it looked like. As you can see, the outcome is came out very well, very well. All right, you zip it so that everything should be fitted. And the only thing I did not like here at this downer part is here like this, it's kind of twisted, but I will not go ahead to lose it. I'm going to leave it up like that. All right, then next thing I'll do is to go ahead now. I'm just going to fold 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. I'll hem it up and I'll put it on to show you what it looked like. Here is the finished look of the dress. I really love the way it came out due to the fact that it was my first attempt making this mermaid complete dress, and I hope next time I'm going to do better. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on my next tutorial. See you very soon. Bye bye.